Parents and students of biology, quick rundown of this week. Just to let you guys know, we're going to be reviewing some cycles like the water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, oxygen cycle. So I'm going to show some videos over that. There's going to be a quiz in their packets, over objectives 5 and 6 in your note packet. So the lab that we did on Friday will be due on Tuesday. The lab we did on Friday will be due on Tuesday, talking about limiting factors, and they were basically owls and they're catching mice, all representative with beans. So we have a quiz over objectives 5 and 6 in your notes. So if your son or daughter should have notes that look something like this, and let's see, in their notes it should look. So you can see by this that they have 5 and 6 identified. Those are the two I'm talking about. So they should have this in their notes, and this is also located on Moodle. So we'll be doing that. We're doing a lab over biomagnification on Wednesday. And it looks like we're going to have another quiz over objectives 7 and 8 on Friday of this week. So we have 2 quizzes this week, but this material, if they're doing their packets on Moodle, those packets where they get to choose their ecosystem, they can work on that stuff, and they should be doing okay if they're checking their answers, making sure they're doing their work properly. Closing the grade for end of the first grading period, make sure if your son or daughter has an M on anything that's missing, make sure they get that turned in or take that. Remember, if it says practice on it, so if it says practice and it's a Moodle assignment, it means it has an A on it, A25, A10 or whatever. That means it's a Moodle assignment. They can go into Moodle and retake those at any time they bring up their grade. Also, you need to notice if it has completion written on it, that means I just took it for a completion grade. Does your son or daughter have it at the time when I asked for it? So if it says M there, that means they simply can show it to me. They can't get full credit, but they can get some partial credit for that. Those completion grades just to see who's doing their work and who's not doing their work. So moving forward, just make sure you guys stay on top of that as parents and students. If you have a son or daughter that tends to not turn things in, that's unorganized, make sure you monitor that on a daily maybe take one time a day with your son or daughter. So anyway, I kind of hope that helps. We have 2 quizzes this week, one on Friday, one on Tuesday, and one lab this week. Alrighty guys, so thank you very much. Have a good week. Whoops, sorry guys.